big tournaments that have been within StarCraft 2. Without a GSL win, unfortunately, just a GSL final. But let's look at the builds. We have, by the looks of it, no, okay, we haven't. Sorry, I was going to say maybe a temple coming out there, but no, it is just going to be the 3 drones straight after the Overlord. So, is it hatch first or spawn and pull first? Is Jaedong going to play conservative to protect what he may feel is rightfully his this series, the way it's been played out so far? Or are we going to see a bit of a gamble come in by one of them?
It's really hard to tell. Both of these players are so strong and confident, not only in their normal StarCraft play, but this matchup in particular. I think if you're feeling that strong about a matchup, nothing wrong with making the confident play that you can hold off opponent's aggression. Both players going hatchery first.
All right, so there we have it. None of them are afraid of any attacks. If they were, they don't get the next drone as well. They're saying, if I'm going to go hatchery first, I might as well add on a couple of drones as well. I'm already gone for the hatchery first, and we do see Jaedong add 2 extra drones and then should be getting the spawning pool next, whereas opponent just added on 1 extra and then the spawning pool. So the difference between the both is that we just have a little bit of a faster spawning pool here, but Jaedong was willing to go 2 extra drones, the extractor, and then the spawning pool as well.
A very late gas. Jaedong going for hatchery, gas, then pool, kind of leaves this, I feel like there's this potential here for him to bring a little bit of early aggression that can maybe punish a gas that's open. These hatcheries.
There's so much noise in my ears right now. Whew. Sorry, Nathanius. I'm not sure what's going on, but it doesn't sound too good. I can't even hear you anymore, mate. I don't know what's going on at all. But we do have this, the extractor. So we have speed first coming out from Jaedong. With speed coming out faster, that will be able to maybe dictate a bit of the pace of the game a little bit more here. But we see a similar start from LeenocK like we saw in game number 1. No gases, much, much heavier on the economy.
Sort of discussed with the scouting that Jaedong had in the first map, where he was able to see that LeenocK was playing a similar style to him, not being able to get that kind of a read. As we see, none of the Overlords have really made it into the opposing main bases. These Zerglings will try to get some scouting information, but I feel like this is a situation where if Jaedong knew what his opponent was doing, there's a bit of potential for him to try to bring that aggressive play that we kind of talked about as being a threat. One of the things that LeenocK actually prepared for on Whirlwind with that early spine crawler, with the delayed 3rd and 4th gas.
Am I back? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay, I think I'm back. I know there's a lot of strange noises and a lot of people touching me. That came out wrong.
I'm sorry.
All right, Nathanius, I'm not going to lie. I haven't followed this game very closely, unfortunately.
All right, well, we
Help
got
me. Help. All right, so Hyun is not in this game, but LeenocK is. See, I'm trying to keep it together now. Double evolution chambers are going to come down from LeenocK. I've got a handheld mic now. Okay, how are you doing, Nathanius?
I'm feeling pretty good. This game's
I'm doing really well.
This game's chugging along. Nothing too crazy happening just yet. Jaedong's decided to opt for the very fast 3rd base, getting a quick +1 attack for his roaches as well as that roach one with the lair. So I feel like Jaedong's kind of, he's the one that's kind of starting to lean a bit more towards this greedy style despite not opening with the gasless setup that LeenocK had.
Yeah, I completely agree.
But the lair is starting now. It'll be okay. +1 attack starts for LeenocK as well. So both players seem to be the differences in openings, they're kind of headed towards the same direction.
Yes. Again, I will agree with what you're saying. The difference between the 2 players, there is a 4 difference drone count difference for LeenocK here. I mean, LeenocK's style and the way that he's playing this out, I think is pretty good. With the double upgrades coming out, he's been untouched throughout this game so far, unlike I have. But LeenocK, without going untouched, is actually in a pretty decent position, I'd say. With some higher supply count, with the upgrades that he has, there's going to be multiple timings that he can hit against the style that Jaedong's playing. Only one evolution chamber, one upgrade. The thing that's on Jaedong, as you're getting touched now, the thing that Jaedong has is that he has a much stronger economy because he's on 3 hatcheries, a better production. He can actually race forward when it comes to his drone count. But are the upgrades from LeenocK here, when they're completed, does that offer him a timing which he could pick up the game with?
I think it's important to consider that not only is the upgrade, it's double upgrades for LeenocK basically. So while Jaedong will have a faster +1, I feel like with a little bit more time, LeenocK gets a slight edge as far as that goes. But this third base being up so much faster for Jaedong, I feel like since he's already saturated on it, this is one of those things that can really snowball economically into a huge lead later on.
Well, the thing is that LeenocK's going to have a stronger army. He may have a larger army. He's definitely going to have a strong one with the upgrades. But is there going to be enough time in this game for Jaedong to catch up with the economy? Because not with his economy, but with his economy to have a better army, to have a stronger army. And right now, LeenocK is moving across the map. Roach Speed's about to finish. 1-1 will finish as well, so he will have an upgrade advantage over Jaedong with this carapace. But look at the supply differences.
It is in favor of Jaedong. He has more roaches than his opponent.
I feel like with the timing that he was able to get on his third base, it's paying off really, really well. It's kind of one of those risks that you take to try to spread him out. It's not like he had a massive drone lead, but by being able to separate them and take advantage of the saturation so much faster, I feel like it's kind of nullified the potential that LeenocK had to hit a timing to punish the third base.
And unfortunately, if that's going to that's going to mean here that Jaedong has better upgrades eventually. Get into this game, he's going to have Hydras, he's going to have a better composition, the quality of his armies is going to be stronger, he's actually going to take a fourth base, and throughout all static noises and microphone problems, Jaedong has pulled ahead in this game, and with a 15 supply difference, I think he is in a comfortable position here, I'd say.
Yeah, I had to say, when you look at ZvZ, the player that can jump into the Hydralisk setup first, you know, that extra bit of damage. As long as you have the roaches in front of your Hydralisks, the attack rate they have, how well the upgrades scale for the Hydralisks can give a huge lead in just head-on engagements, especially since they have the range to shoot over the roaches. More of Jaedong's army will be able to attack faster by getting these Hydralisks in so much sooner. And LeenocK's actually gone for the burrow again. He's getting the tunneling claws upgrade for the roaches as well. So we could see him stick to a very heavy roach-based composition for a while, it seems.
Yeah, it seems like it. With all his money really going into his upgrades here. 2-2. Eventually, when he gets to 2-2, he will have a 2 upgrade advantage over his opponent. Not just 1, but 2 when it comes to his carapace. His armor is going to be stronger here, but is that going to be enough to capitalize on the fact that his opponent has Hydralisks? But then also consider that there's Roach Burrow, there's Roach Movement, and Roach Regeneration here. The roaches that LeenocK have are going to be able to heal in fights. He can move them, well, 2 Hydralisks get picked off there very easily. So this is a dangerous army that LeenocK has.
Yeah, it's really interesting because if he can get a head-on engagement with the Hydralisks and actually fight this, then he has a nice play because his army just does more damage. But the speed and maneuverability of LeenocK's armies, he's actually attacking into these spine crawlers as well as the main force for LeenocK. And Jaedong's holding strong in supply. He's remaxing behind this into pure roach. But these Hydralisks are just dealing so much extra damage to this force. LeenocK's going to burrow and try to regenerate his health, but
that +2 attack did finish, but the +2 armor won't, that's for sure. And as long as these Hydras get behind the roaches here, this is a good fight for Jaedong, and he may be able to take the series here. It looks like it may be coming to an end, Thaddeus.
And these Hydras just do so much damage, even without the roaches there. There's just so many of them, especially with this high ground advantage to help push through. Now we see those Hydras, as you stated, moving behind. They're covered under the blanket of Overlords. Can't even see them anymore. And LeenocK sending everything he's got, even pulling these drones off of the line, but they're not going to be enough to shove this back. Jaedong now up 140 supply to sub 100. LeenocK has to rebuild his Roach Warren. His +2 carapace might finish, but what is he going to have to give the armor to? Jaedong's just rallying everything absolutely forward.
Queens!
And there's not much he's going to be able to do with it.
No, not a lot. GG!